welcome back to the Slide Podcast, everyone. I'm your host, Coach Aaron, and tonight we have a very similar episode as what we had last year, if you remember, where we talked to the BAM fam and the winners of the Infield competition, and got to hear about how much they loved infielding and such. And so we are back this year again with the winners, and this first episode is actually going to be from the boys, because we got some rock stars. So first of all, I want to give some shout out to our sponsors. Thank you very much, Stinger Sports, being our jersey provider for the Slide Podcast. Thank you very much to Square Shoes, Mr. Chad Miller, by supplying us with slide shoes so we can perform on the field. And then most importantly, our brand new sponsor, Walk Up Hero. You guys do walk up music, right?
Some of our teams do.
We're gonna talk about that, but you know, we got a new sponsor, and I think walkout music's cool because if I played today, I'd have to have it. So, but anyway, let's get to the show. And joining me tonight to talk to these players and these winners is Coach Banwart. How you doing, sir?
Good. How about yourself?
Man, I'm doing good. You know, in South Carolina right now, we're starting to touch some 70s and 80s in temperatures, and I'm okay. Yeah, what's it like up there with you guys? You guys done hibernating yet?
You know, it was 70 today. It was like 38 2 days ago. So it's Indiana, man. You just don't know. We're in the middle of second winter at this point.
We get the same thing, and I thought it was just like our weather was bipolar. But
no.
Like, yeah, man. Okay. I makes me feel better. I thought we were in a bad location or something. But anyway, Jake, so you've been on the show before. We've talked about the facility that you guys run in Indy. And before we get to these winners, man, tell everybody about this facility that you guys have and how long you've been running it.
Yeah, so this is year 12 of the program, year 9 with the facility. So we operate out of the Lab Sports Performance in Indianapolis. Used to be Extra Innings Indy South. We broke away from that franchise this last year and are able to do our own thing now. So that included 24-hour memberships for all of our players and any of our other members at this point, which has been awesome. But, you know, being there for 9 years and 12 with the program, the growth from that side has been really cool. I mean, we're 28,000 square feet, and every Saturday and Sunday through the off season, every player in the program's coming through there. So you got 750 players channeling in and out of that thing all day through the weekends, and it's the culture side of it is what makes it really unique. It's one of the coolest environments in sports.
Well, let me ask you a question, because culture is either you have it or you don't. Like, how do you build that kind of culture in a facility like yours?
So I think to some extent, like you got to be a little bit harsher on the front end, right? Like Culture is what you expect minus what you allow. So like everybody has to come in and recognize what the expectations are right away. And it's funny, like even these three in here had their moments early on training with me that like I had to get on them. And that happens. But what you find is like, I don't want to be that coach. And the culture that we really want to build is like that we can have fun. We can enjoy what we're doing, but we can also hold each other accountable. We can also look for the areas to grow and stay curious about, you know, what are the other ways that we could complete this. So it's one of those things like you have to be consistent with it. Otherwise it's not going to build. Like there's no compound interest if you don't have consistency in the culture. But what got really cool the last couple of years and watching video back from the competition is like the culture is kind of set by the coaches in the beginning. Yep. But it's to a point that even on a day like our competition day where I step back and just hit fungo and don't coach at all, you can see the culture amongst the players. Like you see them rooting for each other. You see the power hugs happening. So when you can take a step back and recognize like it's bigger than any individual at this point, that's the coolest part.
Man, I have to imagine. I mean, you know, there's so much that comes with building a culture like that and being able to police themselves and accountability and even showing recognition at times. And I think that's huge. Well, Jake, that's pretty awesome, man. So we're talking tonight to three winners. And what are these guys? What did they win? Like what is this event that you guys run?
Yeah, so we have 50 teams between baseball and softball. About 30 of those are on the baseball side. And through the off season, we have roughly 8 weekends that we get like positional training. So all these guys come in throughout all the teams. We get to see what every infielder looks like. And then in addition to just the program side, these three and quite a few others in the program attend weekly lessons through the off season as well during weekdays. So each of these guys is roughly, let's see, we had about 30 weeks of lessons plus positionals. They're 35 plus hours of infield training through the off season. And that's just with us. That's not counting what they're doing for middle school or high school ball or what they're doing at home in their morning routine stuff. So, knowing our players were working that hard, knowing we're Midwestern, so we can't really get out and play as early as some other states, we wanted to find a way to end in off season with something that was competitive, because you reach that point in the off season where like it's just not fun anymore. You worked hard, it's great, but like you're ready to get outside and play real ball. So to add something in, really the hidden agenda behind it was to add something in that made them really focus on building their infield play leading into the season. And the month leading up to this event, that's all you hear about at the facility is like who's going to win, what are the division, what are the competitions, like what's going to be happening. So it ends up being it's a 7 to 8 hour day. Players get nominated first by their coaches. Coaches can nominate up to 5 players per team. And then our committee of coaches that is running it kind of goes through and plucks the best ones to give those first invitations to. So most divisions end up between 8 players and 12 players. High school side, middle school side sometimes get to that 16 to 20 range. And those are like even just being invited to the event shows that you're one of the top infielders in the program. Like you've received the invite, even if you don't do super well on that day, like it's an honor to be there. But amongst that, we get down to one individual winner for the high school division, the 12U to 14U division, and the 8U to 10U division, or 8U to 11U division. So all of that, it's 14 competitions throughout the day. We're testing everything from arm strength, their ability to read hops, their understanding of tag plays and double plays, just their ability to compete, like hand-eye coordination, juggle drills, goalie drills, hard hit ball stuff. Literally, if you're expected to do it as an infielder, we're going to test it throughout the day, including like a written test of understanding infield play. They're scored throughout the day on those 14 competitions. Only the top 4 in each division make it to the semis. And then from there, it's a 10-play semifinal where it's a randomized order of the ground balls, but same ground ball type for you and the person you're against. Finals are exactly the same, except it's 20 ground balls, and all of that is against a stopwatch to complete the play in time. Otherwise, you don't get a point for it. So there's a lot of pressure that goes into it. It's a long day to even focus that long, a long day of individual competitions. And then really, like, you work all day to get to a point total, and then you get to the semis, and those points no longer matter. Like, now it's just, can you be present in the moment and go and be a better competitor? And that's where the show really happens. So these guys showed out. They had great days, point total-wise. They had great days in the playoffs. Skylar, did you miss a single ball? You might have had one. I didn't think you did.
Oh,
yeah,
no,
Skylar
I did. It was the very first ball of the semis.
And it was on a throw, so nothing fielded.
It was a backhand throw, and I just muffed it.
Yeah.
I was like...
So Skylar was 29 for 30 on his 30 plays. And, like, they're not all 30 routine. There's range stuff, there's mid-hops, there's do-or-dies. So watching these guys ball out was pretty cool. One of the cooler things is, like, we don't adjust the rounds based on age group. So, like, Maddox had to make the same type of plays that Skylar had to make. Now, the distance is shorter, but we just expect the younger guys, like, maybe they don't make as many do-or-die plays because they are 9 and 10 years old, but we still want to see what they're capable of. And this year, some of those got made in those younger divisions, which was pretty cool to watch.
Well, that's awesome. Well, let's talk to some of these dudes. So, joining us from Indy, Maddox, how are you doing, sir?
Good.
Good. All right. So, Maddox, how old are you? How old are you?
9.
9. All right. So, you were representing that 8 to 11 range. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Awesome. All right. Trip, now how old are you, dude?
I'm 13.
13. So, you were in 12 to 14. Is that right?
Yep.
All right. And then coming in with the high school league, Mr. Skylar Rose. Sir, how old are you?
I'm 16.
16. All right. So 29 out of 30. That's
Yes, sir.
That's something to be proud of. And you missed that first one on purpose, right? You were just like
For sure.
Like I'm just going to give them this one.
Might as well.
And then you're like 99% the rest of the time. That's good. All right. So you guys went through this grueling day. And Maddox told me before we started recording that infield is the favorite part of the game for him. And so, Maddox, how long you been playing the game, man?
Um, I since I was 3, I think.
Whoa. Okay. All right. So you got about 5 to 6 years, 10 plus seasons there. Okay. Trip, you're 13. When did you start playing, man?
I actually haven't been playing that long. I played like T-ball when I was 7, but I really started playing like travel ball when I was like 8 or 9.
Mm-hmm.
That's when I really picked it up.
Okay. And then Skylar, for those who are listening that they didn't get a chance to hear from you last year. So tell us, like, how old are you? Where all that information.
So I started when I was 3, so I've been playing for 13 consecutive years. It's definitely been interesting.
Yeah.
Overall, it's been interesting.
All right. Well, we're going to mix some questions in here, and I want to hear from all 3 of you guys regarding this competition, and then also we want to get to know you a little bit as well. So I'm going to start with Maddox. Maddox, this sounds like school, like hard and stressful, and like teachers like clocking you on a stopwatch. And this is fun?
Yeah.
Tell me why. Help me understand your philosophy, because dude, I love it. I need you to teach me.
Well, it's like mainly my favorite part of it would be goalie kicks, and I think like the drills are really fun. Most of them are really fun. But when it comes down to the semis and finals, it's just stressful because there's like a time between them, and you don't know who's made it or not. So it's just really stressful if you're gonna make it or not.
Yeah.
But then after that, if you do make it, you're really happy, and then you just start bowling.
There you go. So while this event's going on, is everybody kind of like having fun, and is it kind of loose, or is everybody just kind of quiet like a tennis match and like everybody's watching everything? What's it like for you, Maddox?
Um, it's kind of like in between.
Okay, that's fair. I could see that. Now, Trip, when you come up, are you trying to get everybody hyped and cheering for you, or you want everybody to be quiet?
I want everyone to be quiet. Like, I don't care. I don't care. I'll scream at other people, but if they scream at me, I'm getting mad.
Oh, that's messed up. How you can't do
Double
that.
standards, man.
It's messed up.
I could kick you out right now, this meeting right now. You can't do stuff. I'm just messing with you, dude. I understand. Like, I'd probably be pretty hype. Skylar, how are you on this day, man? Are you kind of like even keel?
Nah,
Or are you
shut up.
stressing?
When I'm going, shut your mouth. I don't want to hear a word from everybody. I won't.
Really?
I probably won't say much, especially that day. I don't say much unless someone comes and talks to me. I had a rough day, I'll say. My first morning was really rough. I was down, I think, 37 points after round 1. Okay. So I was in a state of don't talk to me. So, no.
So, okay. Now, that's interesting. And, Madison, we'll come back to you here in just a minute. So I want you to listen to this question, okay? So when it gets so intense and stressful, how do you get over that? And then because let's just face it, if you get so stressed and it's all up here, it's going to affect your play. So how do you overcome that?
Well, before the competition started, I had my mom write my power phrase on my arm, and then you can also, which is ICIW, I can, I will. And then you can also, like, if you're stressed, if you're not going to make it, you can check the score. And then if there aren't a couple scores put in for certain drills, you can see how you did on that one, and then hope for the best.
Dude, that's spoken better than most adults that I know, dude. So I appreciate that, man. That's awesome. Now, Trip, let me ask you a question. Did you really want to yell at Skylar?
Yeah. My backflip was better.
that needs to be extra credit going forward. I believe we need to add that in, right? It sounds like, based on our conversation before we were recording, backflips are now important. And that's essential for infielders now.
It's recruitable. Yeah, it's a recruitable tool.
Of course.
Yep.
You're athletic now. I mean, so, all right, I'm going to start with Trip on this one. Trip, now, Jake said that there's a ton of drills. What's your favorite drill, and then what's your least favorite drill?
Okay, my favorite drill was just the routine ground balls. You get 3 snake, 3 forehand, and 3 backhand, and I just like fielding, and that was my favorite drill.
Okay.
My least favorite was probably Gasolinas, because I don't throw that hard, and I didn't get a lot of points for that one.
So now, I know the term, and I know what you're talking about, but I know a lot of people out there that's going to think about the song, right, Gasolina, and they're going to be confused. So tell us what that is.
So you literally just throw the ball as hard as you can.
Just pick it and throw it.
Yep.
All right. Now, what's that measuring?
For me?
Yeah.
Around 70.
70? Okay.
Yeah.
All right. What about you, Skylar? Favorite and least favorite?
I'll start with my least favorite. My least favorite is gasoline as well. It's not that I don't throw hard. It's just like you take all 3 throws and your elbow just feels like it's about to just come apart.
They all want like 10 throws, and we limit them to 3 because of that. We're like, you get 3 times.
I'm taking 2.
But everybody, like everyone who throws really hard, they're like, give us 5. We're like, no, you don't need 5. We'll take your best score in 3.
Dude, 3's the perfect number because every other throw is just extra mileage on here.
Right, exactly.
And, like, you guys, like, as you get older, and Skylar, you may have a car, you want to keep your mileage low on those cars, and your legs and your shoulders and your elbows all got mileage.
Yeah.
Skylar, you'll have your opportunity to throw, 75 or something? What are you throwing now, Skylar?
Like, I think it was like 80. I think.
Okay. All right. That's not bad.
This is one of the great things about infield play that I love is, like, from the softball side, some of the hardest throwers did win that day. But we had somebody up to 89 across the infield that day. And they're a good infielder, but they didn't win. And if you look at, even like a Dansby Swanson, his average infield throwing velocity last year was under 80 miles an hour. Because he's so good at getting downhill and attacking the right hop.
Fundamentals.
So like that's where Skylar really thrives is like, one, he's a state champion tennis player. Like he won't say that, I will for him. But like
so you got good feet work.
Yeah, he does a great job of getting
the
easy hops to handle, and like he has time to get it out to where he doesn't have to throw 90 across the infield because of how he attacks. So that's part of the cool thing of like watching semis and finals too, is just seeing the difference in how they approach the same play based on their skill set. And these guys did a tremendous job based on what they're really good at of owning those and really like making plays that fit who they are.
Yeah. Now, this is a question for Maddox, because Maddox, kids your age, I watch a lot of games in your age, and kids love to throw the ball, like show off their arm. Like now, in Gasolina, how are you doing? You got the big arm too, or what we got?
No, not at all. Not at all.
Really? Okay.
I'm around like 47 or 48.
Okay. Are you accurate?
Pretty much.
Yep. Look, I think you take the accuracy over the speed any day, specifically for an infielder, right? Because if you've got those fundamentals, and I'm sure like Jake and the coaches there probably drive you guys crazy with how much they talk about the fundamentals, but it helps you overcompensate for things and weaknesses in your game, whether it's in the box or anywhere around the field. And Maddox, I think that's important. Like, just look, this is how it works, and this is still what makes me a great baller. Plus, you're also young, so that number's gonna increase.
Where he thrives, these two can tell you. Like you two say it. Where is Maddox better than the vast majority of people in his age group with throwing? What does he do better than most?
Accuracy.
Well, off of 2 feet or 1.
1. He does not throw off of 2 feet.
Dude,
right?
Really?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
So like for that age group, he does.
It's always
a
sidearm.
phenomenal job, like throwing on the run, like playing downhill and making do or die plays. So that's how he makes up for his arm. But it's fun to watch him do it. But that's how. Like, he just gets downhill and gets to it quick.
Dude, yeah, because if you take away the hops, you got the ball quicker.
Yep.
It's all rhythm. I used to tell young infielders that all the time. Like, count how many hops it took to get to you. If you take one of those hops away, now the game, that play is completely changed.
Yep.
But I like that, Maddox. Dude, that means you're a dog on the field. And, like, you're not going to sit and wait on a ball to come to you. And so many times kids at your age love to do that. And, man, I like it. You're aggressive. You got a nickname, dude?
Mad Dog.
Mad Dog. I knew it. I almost called it out, but I didn't want to do that. But I can see it. Mad Dog. Mad Dog, what are you better at than these two other dudes here?
Ooh.
Throwing on the run.
Throwing on the run?
Probably.
Human highlight reel. Ozzie Smith. You know who Ozzie Smith is?
He does not know who
Yeah.
Ozzie Smith is.
It's all
I
right.
do.
It's okay.
Yeah.
I believe you, Maddox.
What team? What team? Give us a team.
Of
Prove
course he
it.
does.
Who do you play for?
Cardinals.
There he goes.
All right.
What do you think, Skylar?
Okay, I'll give him
Hunt
that.
Maddox. What's he owe you? About 20 push-ups next time? It's okay. All right. Maddox, what position you play when you're playing a game?
They're usually short or second.
Short or
Middle
second?
field.
All right. Skylar, same for you?
Yep.
All right. So do we have corners? Do we have thirds and first in this competition?
We do. Typically, middles have a better opportunity of winning because they're
Sure.
a little bit quicker, right?
Yep.
But on Wednesday, of the 3 winners, actually 2 of the 3 were corner infielders. So we'll have 2
Really?
third basemen with us in the girls group on Wednesday.
Oh,
Okay. Dude, third base. Man, that's the hot corner.
Yeah.
You got to have a good glove for third base. All right. So shortstop, I would have to imagine is the favorite of the 3 of you guys.
Yes.
Yeah, why short though? I mean, all right, look, you know it's the running joke. Every kid wants to play shortstop, and you know we're not even gonna talk about Maddox's last name in this episode.
That's why it's not there.
That's right. But
Big seal, baby. One name.
why short? And has it always been short? Let's start with Skylar here.
it hasn't always
Actually-
been short.
No?
It was when I was younger. I played outfield. I'd never played infield until I got here
Really?
to BAM, and then I transferred to playing infield. Transferred to second. I was playing second. Then decided I want to play short because I didn't like second anymore, so I played short and started attending lessons and got better.
Now, well, how old were you when you switched from outfield to infield?
13, I believe. I think it was my first
Wow,
year in BAM.
okay.
Mhm.
So how was that? Because that's a big adjustment from tracking balls, running them down the outfield, having a big arm, then to
Yeah.
that condensed box you're in.
It was a little bit difficult. I mean, we didn't have the strongest team, I'll say.
Mhm.
It was 2 dad coaches. So wasn't the
See.
greatest team, but it was it was a lot of fun. I mean, it's baseball.
But you learn.
Yeah.
Well, what made you make the decision though? Because outfielders, there's some pride for outfielders too.
Right. Infield's more flashy.
I got you. Unless you're the kid.
We'll just
you
leave
know.
it there.
I got it. Trip, what about you, man? Has it always been short?
No. For my first few years, I played a bunch of catcher and center field.
Okay.
And then I finally started playing shortstop last year, just a little bit, and then this the year I've been fully on shortstop.
Gotcha. That's
That's what I wanna
that's a big change too. Catching.
Yeah.
Wow. So now you don't catch it all now?
No, I stopped catching a year or 2 ago, but I played a bunch of center and outfield.
I understand. Yeah. Well, I
You
mean,
notice with Tripp, everything's up the middle.
yeah.
He's a great leader. So everything's up the middle.
Now,
Puts
Trip,
you in the
that's
right spot on the field.
that's a huge compliment. So, Coach called you a leader. All right. Now, that's a word that I take pretty serious, and It's hard. It's hard to get that word from me. What makes you a leader?
I just think I always have the mental side. Like, sometimes I make physical mistakes, and that's fine, but always being mentally locked in definitely helps your team and yourself succeed more.
Yeah. And similar question is what I ask, Maddox. How do you overcome some of, like, look, we're not perfect. No matter how much, and how many times you win this competition, you're still going to make mistakes. But how do you overcome that on the field? Because this is, and let me set it up this way for you, Trip. A lot of kids struggle with this, right? And you guys just went through a 7-hour day where it has its intense moments, but you guys sign up for that,
Yeah.
right? And some kids run away from that adversity that you guys welcome. How did you get to that point, Trip? When did you start loving and accepting the challenge?
So when did I start,
Like, when did it become easy for you in those intense moments?
I think, as I just said, just you always got to be locked in, and if you make a bad play, you just got to wash it. I mean,
Okay. That's a hard thing for people to learn, Maddox.
yeah.
Like, when you're out there on the field and something happens and, hey, man, you make a high throw or, it skips over to the side or hits a rock, how do you handle that?
Just take a deep breath, just shake it off and just get back.
That's right. Taylor Swift said it best. I mean, right, Skylar? Now, Maddox, it looks like I got a good laugh out of you. Are you a Swiftie?
Oh.
No?
That's
Uh-oh.
manhood.
Boy.
No, that's
Uh-oh.
manhood.
You are
done
lying
got-
to the public right
I
now.
am not. No.
I got stink eyes from everybody here, Maddox.
You can
Maddox.
see all of them in the car.
No.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
It's
Maddox.
okay. Look, I'm not gonna hate.
I am.
Because
No.
Dane,
No.
Skylar,
No, no.
I'm wondering if you're not telling the truth here.
he could be a closet Swiftie.
Ooh, Skylar.
Doug, I will pull up my Spotify playlist right now.
That's exactly what someone who is in
I'm
denial
telling you.
would say.
that's right.
Anyway, well, dude, Maddox, I love it, dude. Now, there's something that I remember from my very first interview with Jake, and when he was telling me all about this facility. Look, I can remove stuff from my playlist too. It's okay. For everyone just driving or working out in the gym, Skylar is attempting to show me his playlist, which obviously has been modified. But anyway. So where do we go next here, right? So, like, let's think about what's next, Skylar. So you're in high school.
Yep.
What grade you in?
11th, so I'm a junior.
11. Okay. So Jake told me that you guys actually have morning routines, and he mentioned that earlier when we were getting started. Right now, for some of us, morning routine is getting up, brushing our teeth, right, putting on our clothes, and getting ready for work. What's a morning routine baseball related look like for you guys? Like, what does that look like, Trip? What are you doing in the morning?
In the morning, I don't usually do a lot. I do a lot in the afternoon.
Okay. Okay.
I'll-
Now, do you guys keep that Jake, I'm sorry, I could be misspeaking here, but do these guys keep journals too?
They should. They have one.
Okay.
But whether or not
Alright.
they use it is completely up to them.
Now, see, I'm putting them on the spot here, and we can take this off. We'll take this out. Trip, you don't use that journal.
No.
Oh,
I go over the handbook.
I was about to boost you up right here.
Yeah, he's got a
And-
handbook. Maddox did some writing leading up to Bambino. That was pretty cool.
Good job, man.
And,
yeah?
and you have your morning routine that you do.
Yeah. Well, Maddox,
And you got things.
let's talk about your morning routine.
He's
Trip,
tripped
we'll come back to you next year.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
Maddox, what's your morning routine like, dude?
So usually wake up around 7 or 7:30. Well, my dad will wake me up and go into our garage. We have like a turfed-in area, so
Okay.
we would do our morning work. So fielding and hitting. We do our Aussies and then just regular hitting off of tee and then front toss.
Awesome.
and then get ready for school.
You do all that before school?
Yeah.
What time does your school start?
Talk.
They get
I'm
picked up at like
school.
9 a.m. It's the best.
Yeah, we get picked up at
For
8.
real?
At
Yeah.
8:47.
That's crazy.
Dude, our tardy bell rings at like 7:40 here.
Dog,
Yeah.
But
I'm at school
that's-
by 7.
Yeah, when I was
7?
at we started at 7:10. It's crazy.
Ooh.
We started at like 9:20, I think.
It's nuts.
Maddox, do you
nice.
do this every single morning?
Except for Saturdays and Sundays.
Okay. Well, you got to take a break. All right. Do you ever look at your dad and be like, or actually, you ever look at Coach and say, Coach, man, I don't want to do it in the morning, or I don't feel like it today?
Sometimes, not really though.
Okay. You know what? I expected that. I expected you to say never. Because you look like a baller. I mean, you're Mad Dog, right? And Mad Dog's got to be dedicated. All right. So coming back to what I was, before we skipped over this journal and Trip, you totally threw me for a loop because you didn't use it. I could tell because when I started seeing your eyes like, what's he talking about? So I could tell. It's all right. Skylar.
My bad.
Coming back to you. It's all right, dude. It's okay. Skylar, where are you going to go? Where are you going to be playing in a year and a half?
So right now I have a few offers to go play tennis. As you said, I did win state this year. Me and my doubles partner, who also plays baseball here at BAM.
Really?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Infielder?
Who do you say, Ethan?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I have a few offers, mostly lower D1 schools, and then a few like top-notch like NAIA ranked tennis teams. So, I mean, right now.
So is tennis the long plan for you?
Most likely, yes, just because I'm definitely more well recruited. And they always say, like, there's always a time when your recruiting's going, and my recruiting's almost kind of past. I mean, getting towards my senior season, I'm already through my junior season. I hadn't done much baseball recruiting. Our tennis coach just got elected into the Hall of Fame for Indiana. He's got connections everywhere, so it's really easy with him. So that's
Well,
basically
that explains why when you're competing, you want silence. Because when I was thinking about that environment, I'm thinking tennis, right? Don't eat a Crunch Bar or, what all those commercials are during a tennis match. Wow. Now, how many times during your recruiting in tennis did the recruiter ask you about your baseball background?
So up at Grace College, I went up there for a official visit with one of my friends, plays at BAM for baseball. I was going for tennis. We talked to the AD and everything. He was like, wait, so do you also play tennis? Talk to me about that. And I was like, yeah, I've been playing tennis for a while. Tried to see if I could play both. I can't because tennis is a dual season.
Same season.
So they play fall and spring.
But do they look at your background in baseball and look at that as a huge advantage for a tennis player, I wonder?
I would say so, yeah. A lot of hand-eye coordination. The tennis coach, he was super, excited to hear that I played another sport. Most of the guys that they get are guys that are overseas. I think it was like a 97% of their admissions.
How fast your serve?
94, 97, something in that range.
I don't even know what a normal serve speed is, but that's fast.
Miles or kilometers?
Miles. Kilometers, I don't even know what the translation is. Normally, like a top-end serve, like Carlos Alcaraz topped 154, I think it was, miles per hour.
What?
Or that might have been kilometers. I don't really know.
Mad Dog.
But
if somebody's
You're throwing numbers out there.
Dude, I don't know if that was anywhere accurate, Mad Dog, but if somebody served me a ball like that, you would probably see an Aaron-shaped hole running out of the fence because that's dangerous, Skylar. I'm just kidding. Well, look, dude, that's awesome, man. I hope to see you playing, in the future. And you know what? Baseball's always there too. But I love this example, and Jake, you've got to have this example throughout your facility as someone who spends and is dedicated so much to a sport, but then still is not relying solely on that. They're using other talents and skills. And I'll say this, and then I'll let you speak, but too many times we just put a kid in a box and we leave them in a box, and sometimes it burns the kid out, or causes health issues or whatever else it is. And I like this. You see this a lot, Jake?
Unfortunately, it's becoming less and less just in like the culture of youth sports and early specialization. But I think as a program, we've done a really good job of really encouraging players to do it if they want to do it. But I think there's a lot of programs that like their goal is college commitments, right? And rightfully so. Like we all want players to move on to the next level. But I hopefully Skylar would attest to this. Like we've had so many players in the past that like Skylar could go and play college baseball somewhere at an AIA D3 level, but his upside is much bigger on the tennis court. And like as a program, it's our job to support that too. It's our job to support him if he just wants to go to school and not play anymore. Like it's about building people. So I think like when you take a step back and you have that attitude or that mentality, it really gives kids the freedom to actually make to make the decision that they want to make. Like Tripp is an avid bodybuilder. Dude is getting it. Like he wrestles. There's a lot of other things going on for a lot of these players, and especially at a young age, like that helps you learn to be an athlete. It helps you learn to compete. There's a ton of benefit to it. So the longer they can do it, the better. And you know what we tell them is if you're going to specialize, what that really means is like you are going to work on it year round. There's a lot of kids that say they want to specialize and then like they give up football, and during football season they don't do anything for baseball.
Right.
That's not vacation. Yeah, like that's very different than specializing. So like if you're going to take the time off, play something different, like increase your athleticism. That's just good across the board.
Yeah, and exactly what Skylar said. Coaches and recruiters love dual sport athletes, even if it's just running in cross country or whatever the case may be. Go do something else, because here's the thing that I've heard a lot from recruiters is, you know what, you're probably getting recruited at your most athletic sport. Mm-hmm. But when you go play that other sport and you're not the best, how do you keep yourself composed? How good of a teammate are you? How good, when you're not successful, are you allowing that to impact you? And when I had a recruiter tell me that one time, like that's huge.
Yeah. Because
you get a chance to see what it's like for the rest of your teammates if you happen to be that player, you know, if you are him. So, yep. Tripp, what's the future look like for you, man? You're 13. You still got a lot of years left, but what's the goal? Because we always got to have them.
Yeah, so my goal is I want to play baseball D1. I'm doing wrestling and weightlifting to improve my athleticism and to get better at baseball. Like weightlifting will help me get faster. Wrestling will improve my conditioning. So I'm just playing those other sports to help me get better at baseball.
I love it, dude. That's a gamer mentality right there. Like you're using those other avenues to build a skill set. All right, you said in your conditioning with wrestling. How long you been wrestling?
About 4 years.
Okay.
Yeah,
You're not doing WWE, right? Let's just
Yeah.
Okay. So we're talking Greco-Roman wrestling, right?
Yeah.
Like this stuff will wear
folk style.
Folk styles.
Yeah.
Hold on now, folk style. Is that where they're up? You're starting upright?
Yeah.
What's the? Hold on now, I'm confused. What's the difference between folk style and Greco-Roman?
So Greco is like you just try and throw people.
Right. So you're starting on the mat, whereas folk style you're standing up. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
Freestyle.
Dude.
Freestyle.
No,
yeah,
freestyle. Nah.
Dude, you got to throw some Muay Thai in there too. Put a little ground and pound.
There you go.
You know what? It'll improve your cardio. And Maddox, I got to ask you too, dude, because I have to imagine you're going to give me a better answer than any of these dudes. But what's your goal, man? Where are we going to see you in about 11 years? Not less than that. You going to be in the MLB?
Yeah, probably. But
all right.
If I don't get drafted out of high school, I want to go to Vanderbilt.
Really? Okay. Vandy boy.
I like that.
Vandy boy.
I like it.
You know what he said? He actually has to go to class if he goes to college. Yeah, the other day he was like, we asked him what he was going to study when he was at Vanderbilt, and he was like, "What do you mean I'm there for baseball?"
Baseball.
Well, that's not really how college works, but we're going to need to figure out the.
I mean, if you're good enough,
you know?
hey, if you're good enough,
Allegedly, yeah.
Well, yeah, you can't put all the eggs in that basket. So what the cool thing is you can do, Maddox, is you can work on like journalism, or you can learn to be a doctor while you're playing baseball.
There you go.
There's been some professional athletes actually when they retired, they became doctors.
Doctors, lawyers, you got a whole bunch of them.
That's right, and we don't need any more loggers. We got plenty of those, but you know, find something good out there. But anyway, I'm pretty confident I'm going to see you in the MLB. Here's a question for you, Mad Dog. When you get in the MLB, will you still remember to get me an autographed jersey?
I'll try.
Write it down right now, dude. You got to write that down. What's your number so I can get my jersey, my plaque, everything ready? What number? What was it?
31.
31. Is that what Dad wore?
No.
No? That dude, he's original. I like this.
What's 31 for?
So for Greg Maddox, says I'm named after him.
There you go, dude. You going to be a pitcher?
No.
All right.
I do pitch though, but
Yeah.
I
But
don't
you
take lessons for it or anything. Just something
Alright.
I do for fun.
well, I'm going to tell you, with a name like Maddox, you'd be dangerous maybe. I mean, he was the most have you ever watched him play? Have you went back and watched some of the games?
No, not really. I've seen a couple clips.
You know, your dad's probably told you this, but Greg Maddox could tell the batter what pitch he was going to throw and where he was going to throw it at, and he'd still strike him out.
He's not told me that.
That's legendary.
well, now you know.
Now you know. The more you know.
I don't know how accurate I'm necessarily being, but Maddox would tell you that. That's how confident he was in his ability. So, well, awesome. Look, see, I'll keep like talking about the randomest things here, but I like hanging out with you dudes, so it's pretty fun. I'm going to get to our last question here. This question, actually, you know what? I'm going to set it up differently. This question is actually brought to you by Walk Up Hero, an app where you can go organize all your walk-up music for your entire team, attach it to your Spotify and your Apple Music. So now comes the real question. We're going to start with Maddox because again, see, Skylar's getting ready. Trip, I hope you're ready. Maddox, walking up to plate, dude, you need to pull it out. You need to drive in a run, and I need you to get a base hit. All right, what's going to be the walk-up music you're going to pick? What's that favorite song that you think is going to help motivate you to drive in that run for me? It's probably Taylor Swift. It's okay. What you got out there? No?
What's your
All right,
go-to, bro?
You got anything?
Go-to band.
Don't be nervous. Who is it?
I don't know.
Okay. All right. Well, I'm gonna tell you what. I'm gonna let you and your dad huddle on that one because I bet Dad seems he's got one, and we normally always have to have a walkout song. Like that's the hardest part of our show. But I'm gonna come over here because Skylar has been rubbing his hands raw. He is ready to go.
I don't know if I'm ready. I'm just trying to pick one.
All right. Well, look, you're in high school. Do you guys use walkout music in high school?
Yeah, at least home games for high school. Yeah, we do.
Yeah. All right. So what is it, man?
All right, this is a niche poll. It's "Sway" by Michael Bublé.
Really?
Okay.
That's niche.
Some Bublé
Yep.
to the plate. All right. I'll
Yep.
Okay. All right. That's a little different than what I was imagining. I know that song. Okay. I can get down with that.
Yep.
Probably not my cup of tea, but I got you there. I see why you were excited.
Yep.
Everything about that says big singles guy. That's it.
Big
No
singles.
Homer,
Big
no double
singles
cellies,
guy right there.
no juice.
No double cellies for Skylar. Trip, what you walking out to?
Swag surfing.
Swag surfing. Who is this? Who's swag surfing?
I actually don't know who it's by. I
All right,
forget.
Skylar,
But
pull it out for me.
yeah,
Who?
Skylar.
Sings the song Swag Surfing.
Is that Soldier Boy?
Yeah, maybe.
I have no clue, honestly.
Yeah, it's. I think it. Wait.
FLY or Fast. Hold on.
Yeah, it's some.
We'll look it up. We'll look it up. All right.
I know the song. I don't know the artist.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, here it is. Yeah, it's by Fly. So Fast Life Youngsters.
Okay. And the name of the song was again?
Swag Surfing. I like
Swag Surfing.
Stop.
Can you dance, Trip?
No.
I
Don't
can
ask
dance.
me to.
Hold
Let me
on.
see it.
No. Hold on. Trip.
Yeah.
Would you get up and dance if I sent you something?
No.
No? All right. I figured I'd
No.
ask.
It's worth a shot. Yeah.
Most I do is a backflip. It's the
Well,
most I do.
you gotta work some moves into it, but next time, dude, send me a video of that. I'll put that with this episode just to we'll
Okay.
mix it in with the content.
Coach, you got that?
Yeah, I can send
Okay.
him both your backflips. Yep.
All right.
Okay.
Backflips are essential, and if I wasn't so old, I would definitely learn how to do one. Coach, can you do one?
I cannot.
Yeah.
Uh-uh.
No. See, appreciate your bodies. Keep low mileage on your bodies, because at some point in time, those mileage is going to catch up with you. So, and I've learned my lesson. Listen, guys, let me tell you something, and then you're going to laugh at me, and then we're going to wrap this thing up. I went and played in a slow pitch softball tournament for the first time a year and a half ago with Stinger Sports out of Fort Mill, and they embarrassed me. I did not do well. And Jake, do you ever play slow pitch?
I haven't in a long time.
All right, I'm going to ask you guys a question because I feel vindicted every time I ask this question. When you're walking up to plate in a slow pitch softball game, and maybe you'll do this as you get older, how many strikes do you get as a batter? And I'm just hitting a trick question. Jake, do you know the answer to this?
I would assume 3, but I'll be honest, I'm probably swinging at the first ball they throw.
Considering I'm asking this question, it's not 3.
Right.
It's probably
You walk
five.
up.
Isn't
You
it?
listen to this.
One
You
what?
walk up with a 1-1 count.
Oh.
Hey, don't give me a strike I didn't get a chance to swing at.
What do you need to look at, though? They're lobbing it over to you. Swing the bat, Aaron.
I did, but I meant so. My first at bat, I struck out because I'm up there just these big baseball swings, and I'm forgetting like I just got to focus on just making contact, and so it was hilarious.
Did your
My
league
wife-
have the rule where if you hit a home run, you're out?
He wouldn't know. He didn't hit it.
Hey, I got some good hits later on, but in that game I was out of it. But
Good.
no, in this one's Stinger. So Stinger Sports, they do these slow pitch men's and co-ed softball tournaments, and they do some crazy rules. Like one inning you play with like all of your players in the field, and another inning it was just enough to confuse me, man, and make me leave that part thinking I should never play slow pitch softball again. So anyway, listen, guys. I thank you so much for being here and hanging out with us. There's so much to be proud of you guys, and I hope you guys realize that having coaches like you have in Coach Banwart and those other coaches, because I know quite a few of them in your facility, like you guys are so lucky. And there's so many times that, kids that's your age are retiring from baseball and softball because of bad coaches. And so every day tell your coaches thank you and talk some trash because you guys, so Skylar's got one more year to repeat. How many years in a row have you been here at the winter, Skylar?
This is 2 now.
2? Okay. Trip, how many years?
Oh, this is my first year.
That's your first year. Mad
Yeah.
Dog, is this your first?
Yeah.
All right. Now we got a streak. All right. Every hitting streak starts with what?
First hit.
One game. That's how it works. All right. Cool. Hey, before we hop off here, I want to know really quick, Skylar, how can everyone listening find you on social media and keep up and see if you're going to be playing some insane tennis?
Yeah, so all socials are Skylar Rose 2027. And then TikTok's also Skylar Rose 2027. You can look that up.
Awesome, dude.
Well,
Awesome. Follow this dude because, you never know. He's a dual threat. baseball and tennis, you could merge them. That's a new sport. Be thinking about that.
That has
right?
been. I've been seeing
I've seen
YouTube
that.
videos,
People-
baseball,
Yes.
tennis. It is
Yep.
awesome. It is
Hey.
elite.
Let me know when you're ready to like kick that one off. I like that one too.
All right.
So,
I'll bring
all right,
it over
Trip.
there.
That's right. Trip, how can we find you on social media, buddy?
I actually for my Instagram name, but it's like Trip L3 something. It should come up if you search up that.
Okay. And we'll put it in the show notes as well. So
Yeah.
we'll find you and we'll put that in there for you. And last, Mad Dog, you got social media yet, buddy?
But he does.
I know he does. Listen, I'm gonna give you a secret. These other dudes, they wouldn't have listened to me if I had told them stay off of it. Stay off. It's just drama.
My dad
I'm
runs
just-
my Instagram, so
There you go. Dad's
Yeah.
agent. Dad's your agent.
I
There
can
you
tell
go.
he runs your Instagram because some of the things on here, I'm like, I don't even know if I knew how to do that stuff. He's got it perfectly selected everywhere. Got different tabs. I'm like,
yeah.
Awesome.
okay.
Well, good. That's good. Now I'll have to go on there and see what else I can learn about you, dude. So, hey, again, thank you guys. Be proud. Put this start thinking about your resumes now. Maddox, it's a little young for you, but Trip, dude, there's such a thing called an athletic resume, right? And this is the kind of bragging rights that you want to have to put on an athletic resume, man. Jake and all those coaches, they run a wonderful facility that I'm sure people around the country are very familiar. And when they see your name attached to a winner in that, they know they got a dog. So awesome. Thank you guys again so much. Jake, I'm not going to let you go without telling us how we can find you in Bam Fam.
Yeah, so BamFam on all socials is IN_BamFam. My personal social media is Coach Banwart 20. A lot of infield and mindset content on those, and then everything from the program and the team side will all be shared on that team platform as well. So follow these guys, follow the program. We're getting ready for a big summer with our teams kicking off here in the next couple of weeks. So it'd be good to add some to that follower list leading into some big weekends here.
That's right. That's right. And look, if you're looking for a facility in the Indy area, where specifically in Indy are you guys, Jake?
We are just north of Greenwood.
Greenwood. All right. So if you're looking for a coach, you're looking for a facility, you're looking for a team, come check these guys out. Skylar, you'd vouch for them, right?
Yep, I can.
That's right.
I can vouch.
Hey, that's the best way to find out feedback is ask players. Don't ask parents, ask players.
No.
All right. Thank you guys again so much. Follow the Slide Podcast on all social media, different channels, Slide Podcast Show. And thank you guys very much. And before we wrap, all right, Maddox, until next time.
We'll catch you on the slide.
Thanks for joining the action and sharing our love for the game. Now go practice your swing, or at least look like a pro in the mirror. Subscribe and follow the Slide Podcast and the Field Team on YouTube, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and all your favorite social media platforms like Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook. Don't forget to leave a 5-star review, a thumbs up, and recommend us to every person you meet. Got a question? Drop it in your review. We might just answer it on the podcast. Keep grinding, dreaming big, and remember, there's nothing you can't accomplish. Till next time, we'll catch you on the slide.